We're looking at a new retro acoustic speaker from JBL called the Authentics L8. As you can see, it's got a really cool modern / retro form factor illustrated by the old school speaker screen here. But inside this speaker are all the modern conveniences you could want and more. As you can see, there aren't a whole lot of controls on the speaker, and that's by design. All you really get on the top of the device here is a volume control dial right here and a power key. And then on the other side, there's a source selection, which just allows you to scroll through the multiple sources like so. The L8 is meant to be controlled from your smartphone or tablet, and JBL also has its own proprietary app. Under this top cover is a number of inputs and a nice little way to keep your cords tidy, where you've got plugins for an iPad, a regular USB device, you've got your aux input, and you've got your control button here, which will help you connect to your wireless network. This thing has multiple ways to play, including AirPlay, DLNA, and basic Bluetooth streaming. Propping up the L8's solid wood enclosure reveals a little cubby here, which also has an optical input, the power input, and the main power switch. And it's next to 2 bass ports to let some air loose as well. For a speaker in the $600 range, we were a little underimpressed by the screen here. It's kind of floppy and plasticky. It's got plastic prongs that are hard to pry off and not magnetic like we're used to seeing on higher end gear. But once you do get under the hood, there's a sexy little driver configuration here. It's got 2 1-inch tweeters at the corners and 2 4-inch woofers in the center here. They're capable of reaching 96 kilohertz and 24-bit. It's really a high fidelity system, and it's more than you'll get from a lot of wireless speakers you'll see these days, which top off generally at 16-bit 44.1 CD quality sound. As far as our initial impressions of the sound of the L8, it's pretty loud. It's got a really kind of nice, clean, bright sound up top and a decent amount of bass. It's rated at 45 hertz to 35 kilohertz, which we say is a little bit being kind. We don't know if it gets down to 45, but it does have some adequate power down here, and it's got a lot of sound for the size.